Okay, guys, so my favorite horror franchise, at least at this point, I say probably it either tops the Saw franchise for me or it's right beneath the Saw franchise, is the Conjuring franchise. And The Conjuring 3, or I believe it's called The Conjuring The Devil Made Me Do It, is going to be coming out, allegedly going to be coming out in 2020. Well, here's everything that we know so far about it. We haven't gotten a trailer, at least as of yet. And I'm, of course, going to be keeping you guys posted on all these things. But I wanted to talk about this stuff here today. So, in an article written by Ian Sandwell, the Conjuring universe isn't slowing down anytime soon after The Nun proved a hit at the box office, if not with the critics. Which, first of all, The Nun was absolutely terrible. I did not think it was that great of a movie. I just did not like it whatsoever. I don't really like all these spin-offs that they're doing of The Conjuring. I like, of course, the core that is The Conjuring, The Conjuring 2, and then, of course, I'm hoping The Conjuring 3 is just as good as the first two. I don't think it will be unless James Wan is the one who's behind it, which doesn't look like he is. But that being said, we thought that next up in the universe would be Annabelle 3, aka Annabelle Comes Home, which will follow the possessed doll after Ed and Lorraine Warren brought her to their collection of other cursed objects. However, the Curse of La Llorona has been confirmed to be part of the universe too, with a cameo from an Annabelle character. But we'll get The Conjuring 3 and potentially The Nun 2 yet. So to keep on top of things, here's everything you need to know about our third outing with the Warrens. The Conjuring 3 release date. When can we expect it? The third movie was confirmed by New Line Cinema in June 2017, but they didn't confirm a release date. We had to wait until September 2018 for an update on the third movie, as producer Peter Safran revealed that they're pretty confident that filming will start on The Conjuring 3 in 2019. That suggested a 2020 release date, and so it proved, as Warner Brothers has confirmed that the threequel will be out on September 11th, 2020. Work began on the threequel on June 3rd, 2019. The Conjuring 3 cast, who's coming back? It wouldn't be a Conjuring movie without Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga as Ed and Lorraine Warren, so the third movie just wouldn't be happening if they weren't coming back. Speaking about returning, Patrick Wilson told The Hollywood Reporter, the process of making Conjuring 3 was fantastic and it's a much different feel. It's still the same bones, it's still very much Ed and Lorraine. Again, we are pushing our characters to places they haven't gone, but the film will be a really nice addition because it's definitely a different beast. Pun intended. That being said, this is what I'm excited about, is that Patrick Wilson is saying that he's saying it's different, but it's still kind of like the same bones of what The Conjuring is. That's exciting. It's nice and it kind of feels reassuring when you hear the actors and actresses say those things. It kind of is refreshing when you hear that. Farmiga agreed, revealing to Entertainment Weekly, of course, any day to pal around with this guy, Patrick Wilson, and goof around on set is a good day for me. And I do love playing this character. I really do. I do. This is a woman who is living her potential. To be honest with you, in this climate of dissension and rancor and division, I love exhibiting their unity and their closeness and their togetherness. It's something special for me. Outside of the two main stars, we could expect to see Sterling Gerrans again as the Warrens' daughter, Judy. But both previous movies have focused on different families, so other returns are unlikely. We're not ruling out another appearance from that pesky Volek, played in all movies by Bonnie Aarons, despite the fact that Lorraine banished the demon to hell in The Conjuring 2's climax. The Conjuring 3 plot, what will it be about? While the plot is currently being kept under wraps, it has been confirmed that it will be based on another of the real-life cases that the Warrens investigated. Bloody Disgusting had reported that the threequel would be about a man on trial for murder who claims he was possessed by a demon, which, if accurate, could point to the movie taking inspiration from The Devil Made Me Do It trial from 1981. And so there's the name of it. This appeared to be confirmed by James Wan in December 2018 as he told Bloody Disgusting, "It's this guy who was on trial for committing a murder. I think it's the first time in American history where the defendant used possessions as a reason, as an excuse." Now we know this to be true. The next film in the series will be called The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It. The official plot synopsis reads, The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It reveals a chilling story of terror, murder, and unknown evil that shocked even experienced real-life paranormal investigators Ed and Lorraine Warren. One of the most sensational cases from their files, it starts with the fight for the soul of a young boy, then takes them beyond anything they'd ever seen before to mark the first time in U.S. history that a murder suspect would claim demonic possession as a defense. Of the sequel, Formiga told Entertainment Weekly, Conjuring 3 is coming, and it will be a doozy. It will be big, so for me, visiting these characters in Annabelle Comes Home, it's like practicing your scales and doing a few, arpeggios before having to deep dive into the next one, because the next one is massive. Before this was confirmed, it was heavily rumored that the third movie would feature a werewolf, or more specifically, a demon that manifests itself as a wolf. Earlier this year, Formiga revealed that she thought the third movie had something to do with a werewolf. I could be wrong. They could be scrapping it, she told Metro US. I was given a book by Lorraine and Tony, her son-in-law, who has moved into the Ed Warren position in that family, and there's a book called Werewolf. Whether that werewolf pops up as well, we do know that there probably won't be another haunted house. There are some cases that maybe aren't as well known, but they spent a fair bit of time researching, and we're part of them. Clearly, we can't do another haunted house movie, right? We can't do another supernatural possession in a house with a family in peril, right? Producer Peter Safran told Joe Blow. The Conjuring 3 director is James Wan back. James Wan, guys, did the first two Conjuring movies. He did the first Conjuring, and then, of course, the second one. The Conjuring, despite directing the first two movies, James Wan won't be directing the third outing, but he will be producing it through his Atomic Monster production company. Instead, directing duties have fallen to Michael Chavez, who directed The Curse of La Llorona, which Wan also produced, so Conjuring connection with that movie makes total sense. David Leslie Johnson, the co-writer of The Conjuring 2, as well as Orphan and the Nightmare on Elm Street reboot, has been confirmed to write the new movie. Johnson also worked with Wan on a rewrite of Aquaman. So, as far as the Conjuring 3 trailer, any new footage? Nothing as of yet, but with the 2020 release date confirmed and filming having taken place, it's only a matter of time. Conjuring 3 is out in cinemas on September 11th, 2020. So here's the biggest thing, guys. The biggest bummer to me is that James Wan isn't going to have his handprint on this. He even said in the past that after he did The Conjuring 2, he had stated that he wanted to scare the world one more time before moving on, into Aquaman and doing, superhero movies and other stuff away from horror. I hope he comes back to horror because he's pretty much one of the best ever at creating horror movies, in my opinion, that being like Insidious and Saw and The Conjuring and, just creating these incredible franchises. That's the only thing that I'm worried about. With Michael Chavez, even though The Curse of La Llorona was okay, him directing the new Conjuring and him being the one who's taken, grasp of the of this, franchise that we all love so much, I am a little bit skeptical about it. I'm skeptical about The Conjuring 3 for that particular purpose. But James Wan being producer is good, but, it's totally different if he's actually the director. But that being said, guys, what do you all think about The Conjuring 3 or The Conjuring The Devil Made Me Do It? Are you guys excited about it? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below.